All right, welcome everyone. Today's Thursday, September 8th, and this is the Bold Reports free webinar for What's New in Bold Reports version 4.2.52. Vinod, if you would like to go ahead and take it away.
Hello everyone, I am Vinod Kumar Bhaskar and I am a part of the Board Reports team. Thanks for having me and I'm happy to present this webinar for this wonderful audience. This webinar is an overview of what are all the new features introduced in Bold Reports version 4.2. This is today's agenda and I will be covering all these topics with you. We are going to see what is embedded reporting and why to choose bold reports for the embedding scenario of reporting. We are also going to see what are all the new features introduced in bold reports, report designer, report viewer, and report server. Adding with this, we are going to see about the newly designed bold reports FAQ website. I'll show you the real-time demo for some of the features in our bold reports enterprise software. First of all, what is embedded reporting? The primary goal of embedded reporting is to view the reports from your application itself. The user need not to switch between the applications. For a quick idea, you can design, view, and customize the report in a single application without switching between applications. Coming to the second point, it is fully customizable embedded solution where developer can tailor each segment of report page, all of them as designed as API-based approach. With embedding the report into your application, it would become a single point access for all your needs. For example, if a HR manager wants to get the employee report for a selective period, she need to export the data and import that to a third-party reporting tool. For this, she need to learn the tool and understand the output format, which will slow down her process. Users nowadays want to easily analyze data in real time for data-driven decisions. They want to own their data and their data analytics. Sorry. They want to own their data and their data analytics. Embedded reporting makes that ownership possible. Simply saying anyone can get reports in readable format without switching applications when they need it, just hassle-free. Why to choose Bold Reports Embedded Reporting? Powered by Fusion, Bold Reports helps to embed reports securely. Not just the report embedding, it also includes customization, designer embedding via redistribute plan. We can maintain the data isolation based on the user who logged in the application. For example, you are distributing your application for various companies and all their data is stored in the single database. In such case, user from company A's data should not be visible to user in company B. With the embedded reports, it's possible to isolate the data based on the login user. With the REST API support, you can create recurring schedule alerts for the reports right from your application. The exported report will be sent into your mailbox at the scheduled time. We let you take the complete ownership in branding of Bold Reports for your organization. The look and feel of Bold Reports application is flexible and complete enough to represent your organization. Thus, Bold Reports is an easy to use reporting solution for your organization's need. As the first main feature in Report Designer, we have included newly supported data connectors for creating data sources and data sets when creating a report. Those newly created and supported data connectors are Amazon Aurora, Amazon RDS, Amazon Redshift, CData, Elasticsearch, and Google Cloud SQL. Let me show you this in the Report Designer. Here, I have added a sample report named invoice. By editing this report, you can go to the report designer. In this report designer, in the data source panel, you can see that it has the data source of Northwind. If I click the new data source, I can see the available data sources for the dataset creation. Here you can see the newly added data sources of Amazon RDS, CData, Elasticsearch, Amazon Aurora, Amazon Redshift, and Google Cloud SQL. Now, with these data sources, you can create and update the data sets in your report. As the second main feature, license management is improved in bold reports. Previously, license warning has been shown only on the viewer and designer sides, and the administrator won't see the license warning message in the settings page as shown in the image. But as the license must be renewed by the administrator, now we have shown this warning under the admin panel alone. The administrator can see the license warning message in report server settings page and in UMS settings page. Let me show you the license message dialog in report server settings page. Here in report servers, you can go to the settings and under the manage license tab, you can see the license warning message. So now the administrator can see the license warning message in report server settings page. Like this, the administrator can also see the license warning message in the UMS site settings also. Not only in report server, we also improved the license message in report designer, which will be notified at the bottom right corner of the designer interface as shown in the image. With provision of contact support in the invalid license dialog, the user can contact our bold report support and get the valid license. Now, various license related warning messages can be viewed using this dialog in the designer. Along with the invalid license warning, there will be the notification of expired license warning and invalid platform warning also shown to the user. The invalid platform warning will be shown if the user registered with mismatched platform license token for the bold reports designer component. Now coming to the report viewer and report writer, we have improved the license management like in the report designer. Let me show you the viewer license message in bold reports report viewer. Here you can see that we are already viewing a report named sales order. At the bottom right corner of the report viewer, you can see the license warning message icon. By clicking this, you can see the bold reports license error information. In this dialog, the user can see the license related information. And the next feature is the integrated predictive forecasting in paginated reports of report viewer. Predictive analytics is an analytics method that allows you to forecast the path to your business goals. With this, you can see and prevent the obstacles in your business. It also provides an insight into future trends and business movement. The forecast model focuses on metric value prediction that projecting numeric values for new data based on the historical data. The forecast model only works with numeric data. If the chart has multiple columns or non-numeric columns used, the forecast model won't work. Let me show you the demo of integrated predictive forecasting using a monthly sales forecast report sample report. Here you can see the sample report named as monthly sales forecast report. By editing this report will redirect into the report designer. Here you can see the report. Let me expand the chart item for better visualization. Now this report uses the data from AdventureWorks sample SQL data source. The chart contains sales detail in y-axis and months in x-axis. From viewing the report, you can see that we are visualizing the sales by month. Let's go back to the designer to enable the forecast for our chart. For the properties panel, you can see there is a new option called forecast settings available for the chart. By enabling these forecast settings, you can see the additional forecasting and upper and lower boundaries in the chart report. There are different settings for customizing the forecast data. You can change the color of the forecast series. The line shown in between this confidence level is the forecast series. Now I'm going to change the color of the forecast series. Let me change the color to green. By applying the change, you can see that the forecast series has the green color now. You can also change the forecast length. The forecast length is used to define the number of forecast data points. As the default value, forecast length has 10 points, which will provide the next 10 months forecast details in our case. Confidence level is used to define the range of upper and lower bound values. You can use the confidence interval from minimum of 50 to maximum of 100. Here I'm going to change it into 90. You can also customize the color and band style of the confidence. Here, from this drop down, you can select the color. Let me apply the changes and you can see the changes reflected in this report. Also, you can change the confidence band style to line and you can see the effect in the report. You can also view the report with the forecast data. As I said earlier, the rendered report is showing the forecast data for 10 months as we had set the forecast length to 10. Let me publish the report. This image is the viewer representation of the report that contains the forecast data for given forecast length. Now, predictive forecasting will allow you to manage your business based on future prediction. As a next feature in Report Viewer, we have added an option to find text, numbers, or dates in the currently rendered report. The search box will appear at the top of the Report Viewer toolbar as shown in the image. Let me show you the search option functionality in the Report Viewer. Here, as we previously saw, this is the sample sales order report. From this menu, you can see the search option functionality. Here, you can search for any text, number, or date to find it in the rendered report. After clicking the search button, you can see that the search result is highlighted in the report. With this feature, you can search any required info from the rendered report. In the report server, we have provided the tags support while uploading or updating a report. Tags are words or combination of words that you can use to give the report an extra context. You can add or update tags to reports saved in the report server. With this tag, we can easily group or filter a set of reports based on our business needs. For example, if you want to tag all the reports of Q1 sales of an year, you can add Q1 underscore sales as tag name. Let me show you how to add tag while updating a report in report server. Here you can see the sample invoice report. Now I am going to update the report. In the update report dialog, you can see the tag name. Here you can add the tag and you can update the report. Now the tag will be added to that report. Not only in enterprise reporting, we have exposed APIs to work with the tags too. You can create and add tags for a report while adding that report in the API. As shown in the image, by providing the endpoints and name of the tags, you can add the tags to that report. Also, you can see the response that the report has been added successfully along with the tags. You can also add tags while updating a report in API. Here you can see that the response shows the report had been updated with the added tags successfully. You can use the tags to group or filter the reports in the report server. By specifying the tag, you can get the report containing the tag. In API, you can also get all the available tags in the reports in report server. As shown in the image, the tags will be listed in the response. As the next feature, we have provided support for range bar, range column, range area, and smooth range area chart types in the chart report item to help you visualize progress toward a goal. Let me show you these chart types in Report Designer. We are going to edit this invoice report. Now, in the Report Designer, you can see that the range column and range bar chart types are listed under the comparison category. And also, range area and smooth range area charts are listed under the distribution category. Let me drag and drop this chart item. Here you can see the range column chart. These are the type of widgets that are floating with their position and length being dependent on two y values, low and high. Now you can use these chart items to design your report. We have provided the support to parse the CSV, that is comma separated values response type in the web API data source. You can see that when creating a new data source, by clicking the web API, you can see there is a drop down named data format, and in the drop down you can see the CSV response type is given. Now using this CSV response type, you can create the web API data connector. Also, when designing a report, now you can use GS1 code 128 barcode type as 1D barcode report item. Let me delete this in this report. Now I am going to insert a 1D barcode report item. And here you can show that the barcode is the type of code 39. In the basic settings and in the symbology type drop down, you can see the newly added barcode type of GS1 128 type. By changing it, you can see the barcode type has changed. Now using this barcode item, you can create your report. Also, we have provided support for including the zero property and margin property in chart axis scale properties. The zero property will allow you to include the value 0 in the chart based on the data from the report. The margin option will provide margin around the data representation in the chart. We have provided support to configure the consume container whitespace property for the report. The whitespace property is used for all the white spaces in containers, such as body and rectangle, should be consumed when contents grow instead of preserving the minimum white space between the contents and the container. Now, custom fonts are supported in Bold Reports Designer. You can add your custom fonts by configuring them in the config.json file and by keeping the fonts in the custom fonts folder of Bold Reports Designer. As you can see in the image, inside the square brackets, the required custom fonts are added with their display name and file name separated by commas. The display name is the name that is visible in the fonts dropdown in Properties tab. We have provided an option to configure the page number reset property for Tablix group members. When you are designing a report, while dragging and dropping a table or chart, in the page break property, you can find the page number reset property. Page number reset property is used for splitting the pages. Let's assume you have 10 group of data with 100 pages. Each group consists of 10 pages. Reset page number property helps to split the groups. So the second group starts from page number 1, not from the 11. In the report viewer, we have enabled a custom UI option to set report parameter values sort order. Now you can sort the data in the report using this option, either ascending or descending. This can be enabled while creating the parameter. Here, in the sample report, you can see the parameter named invoice ID. By clicking this parameter, you can see the enable sorting option. By enabling it, you can sort the parameter either ascending or descending while viewing in the viewer. We have provided options for export document settings from the report viewer export setup dialog. When viewing a rendered report, you can see that the export setup option will open a setup dialog where you can configure the settings for the report setup. Let me show you the export setup dialog in the report viewer. Here you can see the configuration settings for each of the export format types like Excel, Word, PDF, CSV, PowerPoint, and HTML file types. Using these file type settings, you can change the export nature of the rendered report. We have provided options for restricting the spaces while creating or updating a dataset name to compatible with Microsoft Builder based on the standards. As you can see, now when there is space in the dataset name, you will get an error message and you cannot update or save the dataset. We are also provided support to customize the copyright information on the emails sent from the report server. The information stored on the settings page will be shown on email. Here in the report server settings, you can see in the site settings, under the branding panel, you can see an option called site copyright information. Now it has the Syncfusion software name, and you can see in the website also it has the copyright information as Syncfusion software. Now for an example, I am going to change this name as test organization. And by saving, you can see that the copyright information of the website also changed to test organization. So now when you schedule reports, the recipient will get email with your custom copyright information. Now when you are updating a report, you can change the category details of that report. Let me show that in action. Here you can see the invoice report is under the samples report categories. Now I'm going to update the report and I'm going to change the category to example. By updating the report, now you can see that the invoice report is under the example category. We have enabled the upload dataset option in the update dataset dialog in report server. Now you can change the dataset file by uploading it while updating a dataset. We have also provided the feature of file transfer protocol based location export. FTP, that is file transfer protocol, is one of the data export options available in scheduling. FTP is one of the most secure ways to schedule your reports. We have provided support to store the scheduled reports to the given FTP location from your Azure App Service. By enabling the FTP location export in the scheduler dialog, the scheduled reports will be stored in the given location in the scheduled recurrence interval. And at last, we designed a website for showing the frequently asked questions to resolve the issues by providing question and answer based format. Let me show you the Bold Reports FAQ website. Here you can see there are frequently asked questions categorized under different types in the home page for your convenience. The navigation links will be useful when you click a particular FAQ. You can see the navigation links at the left side. These navigation links will be useful to navigate to specific needed solution of a question. With this, I'll end my presentation, and please be free to raise any queries.
Thank you to everyone for attending, and we hope you have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.